Live from Norman, Oklahoma, it's the weekly live podcast stream featuring Minecraft.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and today we have such a lot of things to talk about. Gosh, let's see. What are we looking at here? Let's see here. We jump in the chat channel. Hey there.
Hello there.
So we got a lot to talk about today. Oh my gosh. First of all, I don't know if you heard, but apparently there was a minor data breach at Crunchyroll. Apparently somebody got on X and just started randomly posting people's like account, like email addresses and passwords.
Minor data breach.
Yeah. So basically, it was one person on X/Twitter that was posting.
You're cutting out a bunch.
Why? Like, anyway, there was a person.
You're cutting out a bunch.
I can't deal with that. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I cannot help it if my internet decides to be dog shit. You know. Like, what the fuck is taking up so much goddamn memory? I'm trying to figure out what's hogging the memory here, because, like, I don't know. I don't normally have this problem when I'm streaming. Alright. What is eating up all my data? I can't figure this out. Why is the platform just hogging all this data? Anyway. Alright, give me a second. This is so annoying. Good grief. This is not how I wanted to spend the first part of the stream. Why are you having this problem? Fuck. I'm beginning to suspect that Google Play Games might have some sort of issue where, like, every time you close it and reopen it, it instances itself and it doesn't close the previous instances properly. You know.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna have to.
You didn't cut out just then. Something might have been fixed.
It still
I don't
says
know.
it's still giving me error messages that says that I need to turn down my video settings or use a faster encoding speed, or so it's my computer's giving me all kinds of like, oh, I need help, you know. Fucking haven't done a damn thing different.
Oh, that's just me all the time.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, how's it going, Nick?
Yeah, you have the same issues Nick's having.
Hey,
Yeah. Pain in
I
my
mean, you're
butt.
the one who brought it up.
what is your computer giving you shit for existing?
Yeah, no, like it normally doesn't have any problems, and then today it's just, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna shit the bed. This is the instant I have to do anything. You know. Fucking piece of shit.
Story of my life right there.
Yeah,
Could have not. So
I need to upgrade
trying
the
to resolve
memory
the
on this.
issue.
What?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Solus?
It's kind of bullshitty.
Sorry, I couldn't understand what Solus was saying because he started talking over me.
What I was like, I was saying that you were having issues,
Yeah.
and you're trying to resolve them. I was just telling Nick that.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is just beautiful. Freaking pain in my butt. Okay, so. Good freaking lord.
Well, my plan of agenda. I'm in Violet right now. I'm trying. I'm doing raids because my outbreaks are going to change in 7 minutes here. I did have a Clefairy outbreak on my map, but I realized I can't get 2 shiny Clefairy in less than 15 minutes.
Well.
Oh yeah, because they only spawn at nighttime.
Yeah.
There are little tricks to fixing that issue.
It's okay. I'm aware.
Just reset until you get another one.
Well, no, he could, like, if you want to keep your same outbreaks for longer,
yeah,
you could just save the game, go back.
Oh yeah, that.
Push the time back a couple hours, and reopen the game. And as long as it's on the same day, it should keep the same outbreaks.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot
that's
about that.
Why is this thing being so difficult? Shit.
Bro,
If I need a Clefairy that badly, I'll play Legends Arceus for about an hour.
Yeah. For fuck's sake.
And then if my Violet game doesn't give me any good outbreaks, I'm just gonna hunt Charmander.
God, why is Google Play Games being such a fucking piece of shit program right now? Okay, there we go. Get the fuck off my screen. Alright, I'm gonna try closing these programs down. Yes, in the damn program. You won't let me fucking do anything anyway. Oh my god. See if this is enough to get my freaking system to stop fucking... being an idiot.
Hey, yo. Oh.
Alright. Okay, it looks like I finally closed down that program. I don't know why it says I'm still at 100% CPU. Microsoft Edge Web View. The fuck is that?
Microsoft Edge? That's disgusting.
What? Yeah, why?
I don't know. It's like it was like open on my fucking shit, and I'm like that shouldn't be there. Oh.
I'm more of a Google Chrome kind of guy. Excuse me.
No, I refuse to trust Google Chrome. It's a memory hog.
That's fair.
There we go.
That's fair.
But I use Brave. Basically,
Yeah.
it's a Chrome-based browser, so you basically get all the benefits of using Chrome without the freaking, all this memory is mine bullshit that it does. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Anyway, so you guys can hear me okay now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, there's a bunch to talk about today. So I wanted to kind of get right into it. So,
All right, go ahead.
so there was a
All
thing
right.
with. So over the last couple of days, there was this thing with Crunchyroll.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, a now deleted user on X was basically just spouting, like just posting tons of email addresses and passwords, and so people thought that there was a data breach. Apparently, that is not the case. Crunchyroll, in a statement, said that that there were a few accounts that were shared on Twitch, and that was basically because they were, making the people had made their accounts vulnerable on their own. It didn't have anything to do with a data like Crunchyroll systems being hacked.
Sure.
Huh.
So anyway, they said the affected accounts have had their have been notified and everything, and they've taken steps to protect them, but most users are not at risk. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but our esteemed president of these United States of America signed into law an executive order that makes all of us women.
That's
Yes.
stupid.
So basically,
I'm aware of it.
yeah. So Nick's aware of what I'm talking about. Basically, what happened is the executive order in question was actually
I am aware of this.
Yeah, the executive order in question was actually meant to target transgender people and was trying to establish what defines a man as a man and a woman as a woman, as an executive
Yes.
order form. Unfortunately, the person who wrote this executive order was apparently a blithering idiot. Because they wrote the way they worded it.
Whoa! Wait!
Was,
Whoa! Hang on.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Donald Trump being a blithering
No,
idiot.
He
Wow,
he
this
didn't
is
write
brand
this.
new information to me.
Donald Trump didn't write this executive order. Donald Trump has literally signed over 100 executive orders since he got into office. He doesn't have enough crayons to write that many. Okay, so
Right?
so other people are writing this shit for him. He's just signing it without even reading it. Okay, so
Very nice.
so basically, so the fucking idiot who wrote this, right? He wrote in there that he basically wrote in two different places that the gender is defined at conception. So he says, so men are defined as
Yes.
those who have male genitalia at conception, and females are defined as those who have female genitalia at conception. Well, there is no such thing as somebody having male genitalia at conception. When the zygote first starts dividing,
Yeah.
and it starts, for the first several weeks of our lives, we are all female. And then certain hormones and other changes happen in those of us that have male DNA, and we develop male characteristics. So basically, because this executive order has the language in it at conception, it basically classifies all American citizens as women now. Congratulations to Donald Trump for eliminating gender inequality. By just making everybody women.
Guys,
Also, guys, be careful about having your shirts off in public
Guys, I don't.
if your state doesn't allow the women to walk around topless.
Well, it's good because you know
Uh-oh.
what? I'm not qualified as either of those.
So,
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this. When I was negative 8 years old, I identified as trans mask.
yeah. So,
I am identified as neither male or female or trans. I am specified as a
Very
genderless
base.
creature.
right. So, but the thing is, because of Donald Trump, everybody in the U.S., regardless of what you identify at, is considered a woman now, legally.
Well, you know what? Screw him.
It's
I know.
hilarious.
It is hilarious. It's absolutely
It
stupid.
is actually so hilarious that
I'm
it's
not even
stupid.
mad. To be honest, I'm not as angry as I probably should be. I just think it's
Right.
fucking hysterical.
Right. Yeah. No. Like that's why I brought it up because it's absolutely stupid. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah. No. Like because it's one of those things where it's you know, a lot of people have heard about this now, and you know, like because I've asked a few people. I asked a few people today, "Have you heard about this?" And they're like, "Yeah, we heard about that." So the information is getting out there. So you know, just be careful out there, sisters.
There's my sister in Christ. My sister in Christ.
Right? Yeah. So
Me and the besties on our way to get our nails done.
I know, right? Yeah. Now I need to
Oh,
get
yeah,
that. Now I need to get that female VTuber model ready.
Oh, same, dude. I gotta get that tall VTuber model, dude.
Right. Gotta get that
do
that
that.
musty goth girlfriend VTuber model on the go.
Oh yeah, or whatever Fricky Fracky.
Whatever Fricky Frack keeps
Whatever
asking
Fricky
about.
Fracky said that one time.
Yeah. Anyway.
Off Pokemon VTuber model, whatever the frick.
Whatever. Yeah. Oh man. No, it's fucking. No, actually, we are female by default. It's not a neutral thing.
Yes.
We have female genitalia that closes up and transforms into male genitalia. So
Yeah. It is now legal.
that is how fetuses work.
Yes.
We are now legally female.
Technically at conception. Technically, at conception, we don't have any genitalia at all because we're just a small cluster of cells. But after we start developing, the first genitalia we develop is effectively female.
We are a small.
And that's called science. You might want to look into it. You know, like
we are a small.
You can actually see the artifacts of that genitalia closed up if you look closely at your own. You know, it's something where you can actually tell what has turned into what. You know, like anyway. Not going to go into the specifics here. I'm not National Geographic or the Discovery Channel, but
No, right?
But yeah, it's
we are a clusterfuck of these cells.
Okay, I mean, I'm talking about science here. Like we have enough. We have basically been able to identify how fetuses develop through checking on them via various sonograms and other means, CAT scans, things like that. So we've been able to monitor fetuses at various stages of development for quite a while now. This is not new information.
End of line.
I mean,
No, I was just lamenting. The clock hit midnight for me, and I checked my outbreaks. They all suck.
Dope.
The only good ones that I would reasonably do right now is Poliwag and Golduck, and I already have Golduck, so I'm just gonna get Charmander.
But yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, weren't you gonna do a stream of that?
What?
The Charmander hunt.
Oh, there's Charmanders to hunt? What?
How do you know I'm not live?
Oh,
I'm live right now.
Yeah, he's live right now.
Are
Vic is
you?
live
Oh.
right now.
I swear to
I've
God.
been live. I've been live for half an hour.
Oh, really? Because when I was getting ready to stream, it said that you were going live at like 15 till. So so that would put you
I
live at about
did.
like 21 minutes ago.
Sorry that I failed to notice Nick's chat, guys.
No, smoking companies hired scientists to say that smoking was good for you. There's a difference. Like I'm not going to say that that the government has never lied about what certain types of science are, or that certain special interest groups haven't persuaded scientists to lie on their behalf. But there's as far as I know, there's not really anybody with a brain that's disputing the information that I'm spouting here. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know what sources you've been listening to, but one of them obviously was one of the people that wrote this report or wrote this executive order. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like it's pretty established science.
Yes.
No, I didn't prove. I did. You did not prove your point. One
Mhm.
outlying incident. Like so. Let's talk about that. So. You have the cigarette companies who basically hire their own scientists and do studies that say, oh, smoking isn't bad for you. In fact, it might even be good for you. Scientists are always disagreeing with each other on what's bad for us and good for us. Okay, that is not a new thing. All right, every year you have a study that comes out that says that eggs are either way better for you than we previously thought, or way worse. Okay. No, there's not many other cases like that. What I'm saying is there are scientists that argue with each other over what's good for you and what isn't. And the main issue there is because they're dealing with large numbers of people. No. Here's the thing. They're dealing with large numbers of people, and they're having problems separating correlation from causation, right? Okay. I mean, you can say your piece of stick by it, but that doesn't make it any more correct. All right.
Now,
Cool.
forever hold your peace.
Yeah. But
I
basically,
enjoy eggs.
yeah. But no,
They're
that's the
yummy
thing
and
is there. So here's the thing with scientists that you have to understand, right? Scientists in general, right? Now, this isn't like every scientist, but there's a lot of scientists like this. They want to present findings to their research community peers that are quote unquote new, right? So they will do studies, and oftentimes these studies are inherently flawed because of their sample sizes and things like that. What I'm talking about is not something that was found out via sample sizes, like a study on what's good for you. I'm talking about established science that we found out by actually monitoring the growth of a developing fetus. That is completely different science.
Yeah.
And the thing is, yes, there are situations where corrupt scientists have lied on behalf of tobacco companies, or like the food pyramid incident, where we took scientists' recommendations as to what we should be eating, and then the government got a hold of them, and then the special interests got involved with their lobbyists and everything, and then suddenly the food pyramid looked completely different by the time the public got a hold of it. That's a different thing altogether. What I'm talking about is established
scientists
science.
lie?
Scientists lied to us.
That's crazy.
It's funny,
Yeah,
like the whole global warming thing, right? Global warming, most scientists. No, here's the thing. Most scientists used to agree that global warming wasn't really a thing, that humans didn't really have that much impact on what the planet was doing. But then Al Gore came out with an inconvenient truth. And I don't think that changed many scientists' minds, right? I think that what happened there was scientists saw, oh, this is a way I could get research money by just saying I believe this stuff, So So they started doing a lot more research on global warming, and now the scientific community pretty much thinks that we are causing our own planet to heat up somehow in whatever minuscule, whatever way that we're affecting it. I personally feel like, here's the thing with global warming and the environment. I don't think it's a good idea to hurt the environment. I don't. I think we should try to keep it as close to its natural state as possible most of the time. However, us doing what we're doing to the planet is not going to destroy the planet. It will make it uninhabitable for us before it gets anywhere near destroying the whole thing. And then after we are all dead, the planet will just shrug us off like a bad cold and go back to doing what it was doing. So yeah. So the people who get all uppity about protecting the planet, you're doing it wrong. You need to be instead of saying, "Oh, protect the planet," you need to be focusing on keeping the planet habitable for human beings. That's the issue. That's the actual problem, is that the planet is not habitable is not going to be habitable for human beings if we keep doing what we're doing to it.
Right.
Because anybody can tell you that they don't like breathing in smog. It's not a good thing to just keep pumping all that crap into the air. You don't have to believe that the planet is experiencing a super warming event or whatever to think that maybe we should dump as much smog into the atmosphere as we are. It's just common sense. Like I said, you don't have to quote unquote believe anything to know that when somebody parks their car next to me and I'm on the sidewalk, I don't like breathing in their freaking exhaust. So it's
For
just but yeah, like I said, it's something where
I want to interrupt you. It also has sleepy time. Hell yeah!
Nice.
Really is.
So you got a mark.
All
right.
It also had flare blitz, and it put me on panic mode immediately.
Oh gosh.
Why did these things have flare?
Right. So they're Charmanders with flare blitz, and they have like a increased chance of being shiny. Is that what it is?
Something like that. Well, that's one down. I need to get 2 more now.
And those are raids or outbreaks?
Sandwich.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Who is this?
Kill yourself.
This is just normal.
The fuck?
The fucking happy. I go to Gup's Command Central and I click on Happy Message, and that's what it says.
Oh god. Dang. Now I'm demonetized.
It's okay, Hunger. We can be demonetized together.
I know, right? So how's it going?
Pretty good. I mean, how have you guys been?
Doing okay. We were just talking about some of the recent events taking place. The Crunchyroll data breach and the executive order that makes us all women. Yeah. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, it was. Well, no, it was like as soon as like Trump got elected off Twitter, and it was like right over in the corner. It was like all the little popular messages and stuff, and it's like Executive Order 66.
Yeah, no. So basically what we were talking about with that is there's an executive order that was written by somebody who's not very very intelligent, and they basically they were basically trying to define what a man is and what a woman is, like for and instead of using instead of saying it's defined by the genitalia they're born with, they said they said it was defined by the genitalia they have, quote unquote, at conception.
Oh yeah, it was no. You're thinking of the Mississippi. You're thinking of the Mississippi.
This was an executive
ruling.
order signed by our president Donald Trump. So
because there was because I was going to say there was also the Mississippi ruling where they're trying to pass the conception begins at ejaculation.
Yeah,
law.
yeah, no, that one. Yeah, I heard about that too. But
and I'm like,
trying to ban
there's
masturbation.
I was saying, I'm like, half the fucking dudes in Mississippi are going to wind up in prison day one.
No, because the thing is, they're trying to ban male masturbation, and we're all officially female now. Anyway, so they're all safe. Donald Trump solved gender inequality. So basically, what this executive order signed by our president says is that the gender that we have, quote unquote, at conception determines whether we're male or female.
And since we all start as female.
Yeah, exactly. At conception. Technically, at conception, we're all just a little cluster of cells that doesn't have genitalia. But once we start developing genitalia, it starts out female, and then in those of us that have the male genetic traits, our various hormones and things kick in, and we grow male genitalia later. So
we transform into males.
Yeah, something. But yeah. But apparently, if you interpret it as when we first have genitalia, then that means that we are all effectively female under this new executive order. So rejoice, my sisters.
Rejoice, my sisters.
Gender inequality is finally over.
I was about to say hell yeah, brother, but that would be incorrect.
Right? Yeah.
Man,
also, I found another shiny Charmander.
Another shiny Charmander. There you go.
It happened like a couple days ago.
Oh, Nick, you should add me on Pokemon Go, and you should send me one of those really cool weed cats you have.
Where are you in the United States? Because it does depend on location.
I'm in Ohio, the worst state.
Okay, then
you were talking about Mississippi before. I might just have to move places now.
Yeah.
Right.
Caps, unfortunately, I won't be able to trade you one. You're too far away. I need you to come over here.
The FBI might come after my ass now.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, if you live in Mississippi, I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing: how the fuck are they going to enforce that? Like, are they going to have people like going through and sniffing your laundry? They're gonna be staking out your laundromat, sniffing your boxers, making sure you don't have any quote unquote dead babies in there.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Number one.
They're gonna have little fucking signs above the stores where it's gonna be like, if you see somebody checking out boxes of Kleenex, say something.
Right. Yeah, no, like it's so stupid. Like it's just the thought of it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you're talking about semen versus like the difference between semen and an actual fetus that can is it's essentially just half the recipe, right? That would be like somebody getting mad at you for baking a cake because you have like flour and milk in your house. Like,
Not to get disgusting,
right?
but did this person have any idea just how many fucking people
Right? Yeah, no, I
in
get it.
one day?
Right. Yeah, no, it's something where they're gonna start pushing because they think they have a quote unquote mandate when they really kind of don't, and it's kind of sad and stupid.
Yeah.
So, they're gonna, but yeah,
Like, why can't
Man,
we put people
I
in
had a
prison
funny
for
thought.
like actual offenses? Like,
right.
I mean, they just got all the people, or we just got rid of all the fucking like minor drug offenders from prisons. It's like, and now we're filling them up with the like masturbators.
Yeah. Yeah, like with the president, in his infinite wisdom, decided not to look at each case individually and just pardon all of the January 6th insurrectionists at the same time. Because why not? Why not risk letting a bunch of really violent people out with people who are maybe just there to sightsee, Oh my gosh, just it's funny because like some of them are already back in jail after being pardoned. There was one guy who got out and then immediately got arrested again on a bench warrant for a gun possession charge in another state. So yeah, just but oh hey, I'm sure they're all harmless, right? There's only 1,500 of them. What are the odds that some of them might be bad? Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, on the non-political,
Sure, yeah.
on the non-political end, it's like
Opinion
I've
on
been
the
working
Hello
on
Kitty
Clover.
DLC. Yeah, I noticed that. I added some names down there for you. Some of the people that you forgot. That were
Actually, it's funny. I remember I have those on my official list.
Okay.
I started adding more to it after
Oh,
I
good.
wrote that up.
But
yeah, it was like Vile Winkle.
Yeah. But yeah, so
like that one took a second to that one took me a second because it was like because your mom in Clover, her name is Perry. Her
Yeah.
canon name is Perry.
Yeah.
And it was only recently we decided it's like, okay, so her last name then is going to be Perry Winkle.
Yeah.
And we're like, I guess that means that your character's last name is going to be Winkle.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Brock Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eric Stewart confirmed
that's funny
himself
as hell.
that Brock's last name is Harrison.
That's funny. But yeah, so Mr. Game & Watch asks opinion on that Hello Kitty DLC they released for the Minecraft Marketplace. It's Hello Kitty DLC.
Yo, you got the Mr. Game & Watch in your chat? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know. I'm honored, honestly. But
he's asking about Hello Kitty.
Yeah, no. It's one of those things where I'm not a huge Sanrio fan. I know that there are people who go absolutely nuts for Sanrio. So from a marketing standpoint, it makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, Sanrio stores are here in the United States.
Right.
They're one of the few that get like their own fucking dedicated store.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that it's not a huge business and a huge industry. And I think, like I said, I think from a marketing perspective, it makes a lot of sense. I personally am completely indifferent to it. I don't really have strong opinions one way or another. I'm not going to be getting it. It is a thing that exists, and I'm sure there are plenty of people that are happy that it does exist. So, yeah.
How about we talk about the other cute pink thing that was added to that was recently added to the world? The pink Ninja Floyd being added to Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen the screenshots and everything.
Dude, the video is fucking awesome. basically
Yeah.
the what you have to do is every player, they have it set up where every player has to do 10 different challenges. There's a list of like 37 total to choose from, and everybody gets like a random 10. And when you've completed those 10, like your screen like breaks like glass, and then there's like this rainbow that fucking appears with all the ninjas in it, and then the last fucking ninja that shows up is Floyd. and
Jeez.
and he's got he's the pink ninja, and he's got rainbow powers like a
Oh my
rainbow
God.
prism, like dark
Yeah.
side of the moon and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
like
Man.
they were cooking with this one. Like I'm really happy with how Floyd turned out.
Pink Floyd.
People were saying it's like it's just Chameleon. It's like no, it's just Reptile from MK1. Like, because the very first Mortal Kombat game, it was like they had the secret fight with Reptile.
Yeah.
In a whole new fucking area.
Yeah.
I mean, you could never play in that stage any other way.
Right.
But at least this way, you can unlock the stage that they offer with it.
Nice. Yeah.
And you get a Sub-Zero and a Scorpion cameo outfits that just give them pink costumes.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. Sorry, but yeah, I was gonna say, talking about Clover though. I'm working on not just names though. We're also making like gender differences right now.
Yeah, no, I saw where you're talking about gender differences. It's kind of funny.
Like,
yeah.
Oh God.
I
I mentioned this in the back room. So,
right.
So we had. So I brought up. I was like, we should give male Fluff Yeti and Yedum smaller horns than the females.
Yeah.
And this started
the
long.
Females have smaller horns than the males. You mean?
No,
oh,
no. I wanted the females to have larger horns because my reasoning was it was a mother protecting their young.
Yeah, the thing with horns on most horn species in IRL is they tend to go to the males because the males use them to compete with each other for the female's attention. So they're used to fight other males. They're not used as a protective or defensive measure at all. Like in fighting like lions and stuff, they typically use their hooves more than they use their horns when they're fighting against like predators. So
my other reason for doing it was because every form or every gender difference that we've added up to this point has all applied to the females, and I wanted to have one male form difference.
Yeah. So speaking of male forms, are you going to have Weifman have a bulge?
No, we did bring it up. I did make a sprite for it. I shit you not.
We need to see it. We need to see the sprite.
No, you will never see the sprite.
Oh man,
it's lost media. It's lost media forever. The sprite of Weifman with the bulge. I will tell you, it does exist, but it is never coming out.
Oh man.
No, but we are considering doing the male Mazel if you've ever seen it.
Oh yeah, the twin femboys or whatever. Oh man.
But no. So yeah, we were doing that with Yedum, and it started a huge fucking debate in the back room. Like they started going at each other, and it had nothing to do with what you were talking about, Hunger. It was more about should we add more crotch fur
Yeah,
to the
crotch
female.
fur. I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Should we add more crotch fur to the female?
Oh
And
my
Gino
God.
was he was so fucking annoying about it.
Oh my
Like he was pissing off one of the other fucking spriters and stuff, and the other spriter hasn't talked to us since about this.
God. That's random.
And it's all because of fucking
So
Rand.
So if Matsumazel male has a different form, you should call it Matsumassieu. Because it's not a Mademoiselle anymore.
See, I thought about this. Like I've actually mentioned that
Yeah.
some of the males should get slightly different names.
Yeah.
Or some of them should get slightly different names. Like female Sambaludo should be called Sambaluda, and I am 100% behind this, and I have been fucking pushing for it for God knows how long.
Sambalita.
Well, it would be Warasita.
Yeah. Warasita, yeah.
I forget what the three are. Panchita and Sambaluda would be their names.
Yeah.
Like they won't get any form changes whatsoever. It's just that the name will change.
Right.
But
you can make the mustache slightly smaller on the females.
see, I've considered a number of things like that. Like, but I just think it'd be funnier just to give them the female name change.
Right.
But like female Corooster. In the back room, we have a code name for him. We just call her Corhen.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have. But then there's like a couple others like that. But we have like nicknames for the forms. We just don't have. But yeah, like some of them should get slightly altered names, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm on board with this. Yeah.
Right.
I'm also a little saddened that they wouldn't give me they wouldn't change Pegason's gender ratio so that I could get female Miss Pegason.
Miss Pegason.
Because Pegason are currently male only, and I was like, well, why not just give me like a 12% chance, that I could have a Pegason that's got, he's got fucking curly blonde hair and a fucking rolling pin.
Yeah, like what? Weren't you talking about having like special versions of certain Pokemon? Like super rare, like 1% encounters that don't evolve or anything. There's
like there's the one. Well, there's the 4-leaf Clover, but there's gonna be like, I don't think we're gonna have other ones that don't evolve. Like, because I thought like I don't know if we're doing it yet, but I suggested a roaming form Alamo. It just doesn't have the UFO.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
but
that sounds.
But it still evolves. But it still evolves like normal.
But yeah, like because I had that idea for one for Chompest. Based on the Freerin meme.
Oh, Chompest, we want to do the underground, or we want to do a deep sea Chompest.
Yeah,
like they've been pushing for deep sea Chompest for so long that they're not going to do anything else.
Oh, come on, because
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. The one you were mentioning.
Yeah, well, because my thought was it could be. It could even be a different Pokemon, like because my thought was that it would be kind of like a Slowpoke Slowbro thing, where it's basically a Chompest eating a Wifeman. It's just stuck in there.
Well, so, I will say now, our Dex has been finalized at 405. Like that is where the Clover's final Dex cutoff is going to be. We did reorganize the Dex, so that said that it all fits together and looks nicer.
Yeah.
But there's not as many new mods as you would think.
Yeah.
But we did that on purpose because, well, I mean, it's because it's 2.0, even though it is, more Clover. It's also supposed to be like our Emerald, like
Yeah.
more or less. Like it's not meant to be like a full new fucking game.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, no, I get that. But yeah, like I said, it's just something. It's just something where the game's been in quote unquote development for so long that some of the memes have gotten a little old. So
We're discussing that.
So kind of updating. No, I get it. Like,
memes aging?
Right.
That's unheard of.
So like,
yeah, we're discussing
just
that.
Kind of updating some of them wouldn't hurt. So but
yeah, like we've already like the current thing we're doing is going through the list of trainers that were vanilla from Fire Red, and we are making new trainers for all of them.
Oh yeah.
So we've got some
the Digimon sprite that you did.
Oh no! He's a battle tower.
Man.
Or a battle dome.
That's funny.
Fight. He's going to be in there as a cameo fighter.
Oh, that's funny.
Like he's just gonna be one of the random ones you run into.
Yeah, you should.
I made Ty from Digimon as a trainer you fight in Clover.
Yeah, you should do. You should change the Sailor sprite to look like.
I need to look at Discord when I'm done here.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing with the Sailor yet.
Yeah. Like,
I know they don't want to do. But you got to remember, all of our sailors, all the NPCs that we wrote for sailors, they're all male coded. So we'd have to make a male, and we're even talking about in the back room right now. We're like
Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars and stuff, though. Like, so it makes sense.
But it's like when we first pitched the sailors, like back in like early Clover days, I wanted the Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
maybe
we could. It could actually just be Popeye. Yeah, it could literally just be Popeye.
You could just make it Popeye, and the thing is, you have every
Popeye
right to use it
because
it's in public domain now.
True.
He is a public domain character. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all of our scientists now look like Albert Einstein.
Oh, how funny.
I'm still bitter about that Gendy Tartakovsky Popeye movie getting canceled. I mean, heyo.
Hi.
Howdy. Or what's the other one?
Can't believe Sony canned that in favor of the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, well, we saw how.
So yeah, in exchange we got. Yeah, so in exchange we got Sir Patrick Stewart as a walking, talking turd instead. Hollywood, gotta love it.
I mean, we don't have to.
Love Hollywood. Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, Hunger. Do they not have sarcasm on your planet?
No, I get that you were being sarcastic. I was making an additional joke that didn't rely on sarcasm. So just saying. Yeah. Snarkasm.
I think we actually have a sarcasm somewhere in this realm.
Oh yeah.
Do we? I'm gonna check it out. Hang on.
Recently watched Inside Out too. There was a great sarcasm joke in there.
Oh, nice. It's called sarcasm, Goku. What does that taste like? Damn it, Goku!
What does that taste like?
It tastes like bitter tears of regret.
I didn't hear Solos answer my question, so I'm gonna assume he said doobie.
Doobie.
Wait, what? What question?
Doobie.
Doobie.
I asked you if you said doobie. Dewey or Doobie, and you didn't answer, so I'm gonna assume you said Doobie.
Okay.
Doobie doobie.
Phenomena.
Speaking of,
Okay, I want to wait for that to
Oh,
load.
there we
Okay,
go.
good.
Perfect.
All right, I've got a question for Caps. Is
Hmm?
Conan playable, and is he fun?
yes, and quadruple yes. He
Quadruple
is
yes.
really fucking fun. Every goddamn move is a sword slash.
Are you going
Like-
for the height limit?
Do be or not to be? That is the question.
Like I think like Conan, I think like 5 or 6 of fucking Conan's brutalities are just straight up fucking they're just different variations of decapitation.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
Loved how in that little debut trailer they had Sonya in her red classic outfit, and I'm like, oh, I see what you did there.
Right.
You see what you did there? Hot eye in the public eye.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Look
it
at
was like-
Charizard. Charizard's
Yeah, it
so
was like,
cool, says everyone.
on Tuesday. It was like when Conan dropped, I was like, in honor of Conan the Barbarian being added to Mortal Kombat, I would just like to say,
Oh man. You know that Conan the Barbarian is why we
That
have
guy come
He-Man.
with subtitles.
That's it. Just says barbaric grunt.
Barbaric subtitles, yeah. But yeah, no. Conan the Barbarian is the reason we have He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
Yes.
it very much shows in his gameplay. Like you can kind of tell. It's like this practically is just He-Man.
Well, because basically what happened was Mattel.
Oh, they wanted to make Conan, but
Here's the thing: Mattel had gotten in on the toy line for Conan the Barbarian, but they hadn't seen the movie yet. So when they saw the movie and how violent it was, and how how violent and vulgar and everything it was, they're like, oh, we can't make a toy line based on this targeted towards kids. You know, the movie's for adults. You know. So they basically.
Meanwhile, RoboCop.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah. So Mattel basically declined to do the Conan toy line, but they had a guy who was like their illustrator that was working on illustrations for the Conan the Barbarian toy line that they were planning, and they ended up using his, basically he came up with his own barbarian character for them to use, and that's how we got He-Man. And basically, at the beginning, the toy
Sprinkled
line
in a
was
little bit of
literally
Star
just
Wars influence.
yeah. Well, basically, at the beginning, the He-Man toy line was literally just He-Man and Skeletor. There were no other characters. And they had this loosely developed lore on how He-Man and Skeletor were fighting over swords that would give them the power and
Yep.
all this other stuff, you know. So it was like this whole thing where like each of them had like half of the sword or something, you know. Like,
Yep, I remember that. That's why the sword split in two.
yeah. So some of the early figures had swords that like you said split into two pieces. So they did that, and then they tapped Filmation to do animated television commercials for them. For when they debuted new characters to the toy line. So Filmation did this animation for a television commercial, and that led to Filmation being tapped to do the animated series at large, afterwards. Because the TV commercial was done with the lore in mind with the original lore in mind, like that they're fighting over the swords, so
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna.
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so they did that, and then yeah, they basically came out and and said, "Hey, we want to do a whole series," and so they made a series Bible for it, so that they would have the the important bits taken care of.
Man, a serious Bible would have been good for Clover.
Yeah.
That would have been.
The series Bible is basically just like, here's all the lore in one spot. So since we have multiple people writing this, you can look back at this if you need any help as to the lore.
Well, yeah, but now we're good. See, okay, I got to let you know something about behind the scenes that I'm not allowed to tell. So we lost. We no longer have the original Clover, the dialogue for all the NPCs on the overworld.
Oh, wow.
We no longer have that document because it was owned by Camerupt, and Camerupt deleted everything Clover related he had as soon as he left us.
Okay.
Wow. All right, I'm back.
Rage quit.
Here's
So, but here's the thing.
Right.
We have to go through Clover now, and we're basically going to have to build that fucking list up from scratch.
Right.
So that basically more or less means we're going to have to rewrite every fucking trainer in Clover.
Right. So here's a counter argument. My original playthrough on YouTube for Pokemon Clover is not that well edited. It basically has everything in it. So
See, you say that.
If you just need the dialogue, most of it's in there. Like I would say.
See, but that's the thing. You say most of it.
Yeah.
We need all of it.
No,
though.
I know you need all of it, but like what I'm saying is, I would say my original playthrough, with the shitty editing job I did on it, is probably about 99.99% of dialogue. The dialogue that I wouldn't have in there is like all the stuff that all the TVs say and stuff like that. So it would be very much.
And the TV has a separate document.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But the thing is.
So those are all still intact.
At least as far as overworld trainers, my playthrough probably has most of the dialogue in the game in it.
Yo, Caps, check your DMs.
Check my DMs.
And the thing is, even when I was editing it down, I don't really think I edited out the dialogue, because that was something that when I was watching Callum play, that I didn't really like.
Are you down to trade right now?
The who?
I'm asking why I still have the game open.
Hold on. 27%. That works.
I said rage quit earlier. I meant.
Sorry, it was to trade a weed cat with me, and I want a weed cat.
Oh yeah, Hunger. Do you want a weed cat? I have a lot of weed cats.
Weed cats? Nah, I'm good.
They're shiny weed cats.
You sure?
Nice, powerful, shiny weed cats.
They are.
Yeah,
They're from Pokemon Go.
That is tempting. But definitely don't want one right now. But if you want to put one aside for me somewhere,
It beats hatching eggs. I got you. I have like 7 of them.
Yeah. Next time we're playing Pokemon together, we can do something about that.
Word.
If they decide to make an event that makes Hunger want to get on the game again.
Imagine.
I said I might get on and hunt some Charmanders or something. I don't know.
They might announce something tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure.
Wait, you said the Charmander wasn't like an event thing, though, right?
No, it was just me. It was just me putting down a sandwich.
Because I thought I saw something about Charmander when I was looking at Pokemon stuff online earlier. But anyway,
Charmander's everywhere, dog.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
Also, Hunger.
Are we all fans of Charizard from the hit game Pokemon Red and Blue for the Nintendo Game Boy?
Is that Charizard from Kanto?
Right.
Is that Charizard from Kanto?
Damn.
Right.
I can hear the soy through the microphone.
The soy.
The soy.
The soy.
Speaking of Game Boy, Konami
Also,
released a trailer for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection.
I noticed the trailer. I did not look at it. Like, is it a card collection or is it games? Like,
It is a Nintendo Switch and Steam release compilation of emulations of a ton of like 14 different Yu-Gi-Oh! Game Boy Advance titles.
okay, here's what you need to know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Game Boy Advance titles. About
suck?
90% of them are dog shit. Yeah,
yeah.
like most of them like have little to nothing to do with the actual game, and they're just like, this is close enough.
Well, they do have at least a few of the actual simulation
Yeah.
card game simulation titles on them.
Yeah, well, like you said, like even the
Um,
ones that tried to mimic the card game, like didn't use the actual rules a lot of the time, but yeah, no, there are a few that are like really close to the actual game, and that's
yeah,
great.
the one I noticed was like World Championship 2004
Yeah,
edition.
that one was
which is like
definitely
the
based
last.
on like the good.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that one, the Dungeon Dice Monsters, and
Yay!
the Mystery Board Traveler, which I know you have both of those at least.
Yes.
And that first one on GBA, we both had at one point.
Yeah, I still have all.
I'm
my
just a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
little annoyed.
games.
Yeah, I'm still just a little annoyed that it's not releasing on PS4, which
Yeah.
is where, or PS5, which is
Yeah.
where I prefer my compilations.
I'm ready.
Okie dokie. I'm
Also,
searching.
But
wonder if
considering
you,
how much I love card games now, it's like,
Right, yeah. Well, the thing
no
is,
thanks.
you know, with that, what I'm talking, with what you're talking about, like there's some stuff in there that's not exactly card games, you know, like Dungeon Dice Monsters, for example. You know,
Right.
I mean, so there would be some things in there that you would probably enjoy, but yeah, the bulk of the compilation would probably be lost on you. You know,
Yeah.
so
Well, and also, it'd be like I'd be fine with only 3 or 4 games in that list. The rest is just superfluous, even if I was a huge fan of the card games
yeah,
or the card game.
yeah,
Because it's like, okay, I'd play the 2004 Championship Edition. I'd probably play that one other GBA game that I had, and then the other two I just named, the
yeah.
Dungeon Dice and Destiny Board.
Yeah,
The rest is just gravy.
yeah, you know,
It's like if they did like an Ultimate Mega Man collection that had Rock Board and
Yeah.
Battle and Chase and a whole bunch of
Yeah.
other things on it, I'd play Rock Board for like 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, this is neat. Now back to playing Mega Man 2 for the millionth time.
yeah. No, it's something where, yeah, you said the other games are gravy. Only if that gravy is rancid.
Weed cat.
But yeah.
I didn't quite catch
Gibbity
that. You broke
ghoul.
up.
Yeah, no, I was saying you're saying that the other games were gravy. I'm like, okay, only if that gravy is rancid, but because some of those games are really
Well,
bad. But
and
anyway,
actually, gravy's a bad analogy for me because I don't like gravy
yeah, well,
at all.
Paste. I have a shiny weed cat now.
Yeah,
That's one down,
Enjoy.
2 to go.
Caps, enjoy your weed. And
I
also
will.
enjoy your cat.
And I will.
Right. Speaking of cats, I saw.
I was gonna say, speaking of weed, what?
No, speaking of cats, I saw a video where somebody painted their white cat with dragon fruit.
Wait, what?
So basically, they had some dragon fruit, and the cat like got into it, and the cat didn't really seem that interested in eating it so much as it was trying to get it all over its fur.
Oh, yeah.
And the cat was like being bullied by the other cats because it was white. Like other cats have a weird thing about white cats where they like attack them, you know. Like, and I've seen this from other videos too, like so, like where
Kinda right,
where
to be
white
honest.
cats on the street are like targeted by other cats. So so basically the owner decided to just get a whole bunch of dragon fruit and like mash it up and then just paint the cat with it. And so like after she blow dries the cat, it's like this pinkish purple color. But the other cats weren't fucking with it anymore. Like they were like licking it and just having a good time with it instead of bullying it. So it's kind of funny. Like
It's amusing.
yeah. It's like something about the way that cats perceive the color white, or something about their instincts tells them, oh, that's a bad color for a cat, because it doesn't blend in with anything, and so they like try to eliminate it, like as
They're making fun of the making
Cats
fun
are racist.
yeah,
racism.
Yeah, cats are racist.
That's
Everything is all
racist.
kinds of weird. Oh, everything you just said is just all kinds of weird.
Yeah, no, because I saw this one video and it was talking about these two white cats, and it was a male and a female, and it the story went viral because basically these two cats were out on the street, and the male cat was like beaten to shit, like he was getting clawed at and all this other stuff by all these other cats, so he had wounds and injuries all over him, but the female cat was fine because he was protecting her. Like, so like people like just ate that story up because it's like, oh, he's like her little knight in shining armor, But yeah, so it's something where
white and red knight.
Yeah, white and red knight, exactly. Like, so it's something where if you have a white cat, maybe letting it roam around outdoors isn't a great idea.
Also,
Unless it's the reincarnation of a Matarasu.
Yeah.
And again, that was a wolf.
Yeah.
Also, Hunger, do you want me to fill in these arches?
I mean, if you want. Yeah.
Alright, cool. That's all I wanted to know. I wanted to ask that like 30 minutes
I'm
ago.
giving you fucking OCD over here, aren't I?
I'm just waiting for you to be finished with the cat and cat stuff, and I was like, I need to know if I should fill in these arches or not, because I'm scared to do stuff on my own.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm watching
Without
the
messing
stream.
it up.
I can't name Sprigatito Weed Cat.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, what?
Wow.
I can't name Sprigatito Weed Cat.
Just name it 420 line.
Call 420 cat. Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe they banned the word cat. That's crazy.
I know, right?
That is crazy.
Yeah,
what the hell?
Try naming it Weed Pussy instead. Oh man. Because you know how this game works. If one thing doesn't work, something infinitely worse definitely will.
Come downstairs.
Right?
I'm dumpster, exactly.
Both
Oh,
Latin or
God.
Spanish. That
Speaking-
can probably
God,
Actually, you know what? This is a perfect time
Speaking
to,
of cum
to go back.
dumpster,
So, speaking of cum dumpsters and weed So we actually just made a new sprite recently for the female stoner trainers that we've added. And they're the aroma ladies.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't catch any of what he said. He went so
He
quiet.
basically said that they modified the aroma ladies and turned them into female stoners.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
They're a whole new sprite. They're a whole new sprite. Like
But they're replacing the aroma ladies.
Oh, that's amazing.
But
So they're stoner bitches. Can't wait to see their sprites actually.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So they're going to be replacing. Are they replacing the beauties in Snoop's gym?
The beauties were already
Hey,
present. So we just repost them.
okay. You do Big Titty Goth Girlfriend as a trainer class.
big titty.
I think
goth
we wanted to do
girl.
that. I think we're doing that for not the maniac, the Chandler.
Chandler. Yeah.
I figured it would be
just one of the
OnlyFans
ones.
or something.
Yeah, no, just name the trainer class Big Titty Goth Girlfriend. Or just Big Titty Goth.
Yeah, because I know
Yeah.
that was specifically one of the trainer classes we wanted to add was the Big Titty Goth Girl. It was almost
Right.
exactly those words.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man. comedy right there.
That's
I
called
love how like
comedy.
half the ideas that I have for Pokemon Clover you guys have already thought of. Like
It should be, yeah.
or already
Like
rejected.
they took all.
Like
One of the big Big Goth girls is going to be named Tomoko, ironically.
the one I
As if they took
I
all
wanted was
Hunger's
I wanted female
Pokemon ideas
sidekicks,
straight from his id.
to be Miss Cleo.
Oh yeah.
Like
Wow.
I just like I think that'd be the perfectest. It's like that because if you've ever seen what she wears like during those commercials,
Oh yeah. Totally.
Oh.
like that would just be it'd just be an interesting character design, and it also works well with the male psychic trainers that we added now.
Yeah.
Because they're these.
What are those called?
They're just like our male psychics are psychics.
Yeah.
But they're I don't know if you've ever seen the image of the one. There's this one picture. There's this big fat black dude that's like he's like using his mind. He's like trying to pick up a pizza with his mind. Like the picture looks like he's like lifting it with his brain.
Oh my gosh.
And we're using that for the base.
Jeez.
Oh, it's better than the
Blows
tired
up
old
pancakes with
spoon-bending shit.
mind.
Right. Blows up
Blows up
pancakes with mind.
pancakes
Yeah.
with
There you
mind.
go.
My fucking pancakes!
Yes. So the thing is I guess we were making all of our new trainers and everything. We have fewer racist classes than we did. We actually got rid of a lot of the like pure fucking like racist classes.
You made it politically correct.
So
Not
you guys
white,
so
not white. It's just-
like
it's
are you
just
talking
not
about
as-
like when you say got rid of racist classes, are you talking about like the Jews or
No, those guys are still in.
They're
No,
still there?
We do have, I mean, now that all of our scientists are Einstein, we technically have a positive depiction of Jews in our
He's
game
like-
too now.
Okay, that's good.
Because I mean, it's Einstein. Can't fuck with Einstein.
Right.
True.
No, I was just thinking in the patch notes, it's just removed racism.
Removed racism.
Remove racism.
God.
Hey,
It's
Too
not
bad.
quite like
You know
that,
what
but
kind
it's
of
like
game it is?
because right now, like what we're thinking is, it's like the tranny class, for instance. It's like we kind of overdid it, and I've thought that for years. Like I honestly thought we overdid. Like there's too many of them, and they all have the same fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like, and we could
Fair point.
cut that down. We could literally cut that entire trainer class down to a comment from one fucking beauty.
Yeah.
And so we can get rid of the entire fucking trainer class there and put new trainers there, like something like new jokes,
Yeah.
something different. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be all politically fueled. Like it can
Sure.
actually be like comedy from other fucking things.
Right.
Like, and that's always what I wanted was, I wanted Clover to have more irreverent comedy
Yeah.
and less, like, haha, these guys suck sorts of humor. Like, I don't really like that shit. I've never really liked that shit.
Well,
But-
and that's the thing with like you said, the training class it does get a little repetitive. So yeah, if you just made them beauties and then just had one or two of them be trannies, that would be funny. Like because it would be unexpected. Because you still do the different.
Let's make him look
texts
like
for,
Poison and Roxy from Street Fighter.
I mean,
Bridget.
Bridget.
No, I think we're adding,
Your
I think we're
reference?
adding Chio as a
great
sequel.
reference.
But yeah, we are putting in a few more anime. Thank God.
Oh my god, the shit's gonna be fucking so hype when it finally releases.
Right.
So we were talking about He-Man earlier.
A little bit, yeah.
I thought
All over the
I'd
place.
drop in and talk about Funko Fusion and
Oh.
how it operates with He-Man.
Yeah, I
Basically,
I did some
Funko.
research on it, and it seems like you have to do quite a bit to unlock Skeletor. But yeah.
yeah, and the game wants to be much better than it is, and I know I know part of my problem with it is I was playing it on like 2 hours of sleep.
Mm,
See, my thought was
But
I thought it was going to be like almost like one of the fucking Lego games,
yeah, where you can
but I
just
haven't really had the chance to play it though.
Well, the thing is,
that
it
is
seems
still
like
the most apt comparison.
yeah, I feel like I feel like that's kind of what they were going for, but I think they went a little too far on making on hiding characters behind unlockable stuff. Like, because it seems like all the best characters, like all the characters that I would be interested in playing with, are hidden behind some sort of nigh impossible task that you must accomplish. So it's like,
It's
man,
not nigh
it's
impossible.
not.
It's just massive hemorrhoid.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I just wanted to go in and like I would love to just go in and just play the whole thing as Skeletor. Like that would be like that to me I think would be fun. But obviously that's not how they saw it. They was like, oh no, people want to play Skeletor, so we need to make him an unlockable character. It's like
You should play
And
that one
ironically
fighting.
enough, they
You
have
should play that one fighting game
yeah,
that just came out recently, where you play as knockoff toys,
knockoff toys.
like
Yeah,
in it, where it's got like the He-Man and Skeletor.
yeah, isn't
like
that more of a isn't that less of a fighting game and more of like an adventure type game? Like,
oh, it's a one-on-one Street Fighter-ish
oh, it is?
type of thing.
Huh, the
I think it's
promos didn't
literally
make it look
called
like that at
Knockoff.
all. No, it was maybe
there's
we're
a
thinking,
couple different games coming
maybe
out
we're
right
thinking
now
of
that all
different
have that
things.
premise.
Yeah, maybe we're
Yeah,
thinking
there's
of
a couple
things,
different games.
because there was another game that was coming out. It was in a Nintendo Direct, I think in June of last year. And Funko Fusion was in that same direct, but basically, the game looked like cell shaded, and it was like basically teams of '80s cartoon inspired heroes, like delving into dungeons and whatnot. So, and I can't remember what the fucking thing's called now because it's been like literally half a year. But
Oh yeah, I think I have that in my Epic account. It was
yeah.
a first-person dungeon crawler inspired by the D&D cartoon.
Yeah, well, it seems like it was just inspired by '80s cartoons in general, like because like there were some there's some characters in there that had like the He-Man vibes, but yeah, the D&D cartoon was kind of an '80s / early '90s cartoon, so yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the one with Knockoff, the one that's a fighting game, that one
Yeah.
has more of a Pixar-esque,
yeah,
realistic
post the
plastic
trailer to it.
characters look.
sure.
Who? Wait.
All right, let me find it. General Gaming.
Oh,
Because yeah, that one that I was talking about, like they called it like an homage to like Saturday morning cartoons or something like that.
This was the first one. It was the Latin American Games so Latin American Games Showcase. That was a tongue twister. Go away, commercial.
Oh, wait, let me. There's a. Oh, okay, yeah, the knockoff one, yeah, yeah. See, that's not what I was thinking about. Knockoff Battle for Manhattan. But yeah, let me
You've
actually
got
see
the
if I
not gun, the not Gundam, the not He-Man, the not
Yeah.
Ninja Turtle.
right. Let me pull this up real quick.
They need a not G. Do they have a not GI Joe? Like they needed a not Snake Eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh well, there it is. I was just talking about it. So Nintendo Direct from June 2024. Let me pause this and see if they have like they didn't put chapters on it. Wonder if somebody did timestamps in the comments. Nope.
I'm sure there's.
Oh, here we go.
was
Here
it-
we go. I found it. So yeah, so they did do timestamps in the description, which is good.
Good.
Let's see. So basically, the direct was Mario Luigi Brothership, Nintendo World Championships, NES, Fairy Tale 2, Fantasian Neo Dimension, Farmagia, which has an anime out now, Funko Fusion, Is that? Oh, Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero, which is supposed to be coming out at the end of the month, and I still need to get on. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Look into GameStop and see if I can. Get that
Friendly
delivered.
reminder.
Yeah, get that delivered to my house.
Mhm.
Let's see, where is it this one? Hang on.
What was I doing? Okay, cool.
Because it's, I think, is it this one?
On a multi-dimensional.
Okay, no, that's not it. Magia, Funko Fusion, Luigi's Matches.
I will absolutely get knocked off if it hits PS5.
That's not it. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be getting knockoff. I mean, it's a fighting game.
Right.
I just recently picked up Them's Fighting Herds.
Yeah.
It's like $4 for everything.
I won't buy that one.
Wonder if,
Why not?
Because I know what it is.
Embark on an
Because I
it
know
was
what it is. Very
it was
fair statement.
originally
Very fair assumption.
it was originally a
Yes.
fan game for bronies.
uh-huh.
And it became its own
See,
thing.
you were burying the lead there.
You
Okay.
buried the lead, yes.
I think I understand the revulsion, so I'll leave it at that. I mean, I got it 'cause it's a fighting game and it's dirt cheap, and I didn't realize I had it on my Epic account, so I tried it out there. I'm like, oh, I like this a lot.
Okay, maybe I was thinking of a different Nintendo Direct because I'm not seeing it in this one. Let's see here.
Yeah, there's also there's a
ones.
platformer coming out called The Public Domain, and every fucking character is a public domain character. You play as Steamboat Willie.
Oh my gosh!
What? Why?
Post that trailer.
Let's see.
Yeah, let me find that.
I'm actually gonna log off there. I'm getting really
Public.
Still have
tired.
yet to get Cuphead, and I'm looking forward
Indie World
to
Showcase,
Mouse
maybe.
PI.
Oh, Cuphead! That game's hard, dude.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Yes, this trailer dropped only like 10 days ago. I thought I posted it actually.
I'm gonna get off now, guys.
All right.
I'm actually
Later.
almost. Okay, see ya.
All right, later.
Take it easy.
I actually almost came close to beating Cuphead, but I stopped at King Dice because I got too fed up with the game. I don't know if I've told you guys that before.
Yeah, the public domain trailer is pretty cool.
Mhm.
No, I was talking about Cuphead, but okay.
I like Cuphead. Sorry, I was in the middle of posting this trailer as you were talking about Cuphead.
Wait, Sherlock wasn't already. 2023.
Yeah, I was.
That was pretty recent.
I was mentioning. I was mentioning that I. that I stopped playing Cuphead when I got to King Dice because I was fed up with the game.
Or fed up with how much you suck at it.
Not just that, but you know. I mean, I like difficult games. Don't get me wrong, but not one of like a level of like stupidness like that.
So is it brutal but fair, or is it brutal and unfair?
Brutal-ish fair, I guess, is when one.
What, Cuphead?
Yeah.
So the deal with Cuphead is it has patterns, but there's still some variation on when the patterns take place. Like for instance, so they'll have one they'll have one shooting pattern where it's like a constant wave coming at you, for instance, and then they'll have another one that's they'll have barrels or something rolling under you or shit. Like I'm just trying to come up with an example. And then like they'll have like some third thing coming along, and then they'll all be on their own timers. You know what I'm saying? So like they don't
Okay.
all like it doesn't always sync up with your bullets, or like the bullets don't always sync up with like where you're expecting them to, like unlike usual bullet hells.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm
Mm,
just not
mm.
finding this fucking game. I remember this trailer like really vividly, and I can't find the freaking game now. That's crazy.
Okay, so that
Oh,
public
yeah, Paul
domain
and I around the
game
same time I
looks
started playing it.
interesting.
Yeah.
Say though, Cuphead is pretty fun. It's got some
So-
neat little secrets.
So yeah, anyway, Cuphead and the Amazing Last Course is definitely one of those I'll get it on sale eventually titles for me. Lately, I've been cutting my teeth on the Demon Souls remake, and I can't say for sure yet whether it's my cup of tea or not. Because just when I think I'm about to hit that sweet spot of accomplishing something and hitting that save point where I can actually spend some souls, I either screw up or I just get KO'd.
Right.
Fuck happened with my gaming skill over the years. It's like I used to be able to play fucking Ninja Gaiden Black. I love fucking Ninja Gaiden Black. But you get me playing any of the fucking Souls games, I can't fucking do it. I can't even beat fucking Arceus in goddamn Legends.
Right.
Like I'm
Yeah,
literally stuck on that fucking fight. Like
Yeah, it was kind of funny during this whole time I'm trying to get my groove on in Demon Souls, so to speak. I'm like, man, Ninja Gaiden is so more my speed. And then suddenly they do the stealth drop and the trailer for 4. I'm like, oh my.
wait, trailer for 4.
Let's see. Hang on a second. Huh.
Okay, that gap's finally filled.
Yeah, I think I missed this this Nintendo Direct because this one had another code recollection in it.
Damn.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked that you were completely unaware of that when we
Yeah.
went to GameStop together last week.
Yeah, I just, I think this might be the direct I was thinking of. Oh, there it is.
Step.
Yeah, it's called Myth Force. It's a step
Mhm.
into a Saturday morning cartoon. So let me find a standalone trailer for it.
Oh, that I remember this trailer now.
Yeah,
The
you get
one
it
that
now.
kind of looked like fucking heavy metal.
Yeah, like it has like a stat. It's basically supposed to look like a Saturday morning cartoon type vibe from like the 80s. So, but it's like cell shaded, so it's still it's slightly different, But yeah, so the freaking there it is. Here we go. Myth Force announcement trailer. I mean, like when I saw that, I was like, man, that looks like it'd be so fun to play with my friends. Like that was my first thought. But
I may have to look at it in a bit or
yeah.
later.
I guess it came out in 2023. First person melee roguelike, it says. But it says
Roguelike?
yeah, it says step into a Saturday morning cartoon and adventure through crypts and castles with your friends. You know, and like that's what got me interested was the friends part. You know, you know, because
Oh
if
my
it,
god, these are the most generic names ever.
yeah,
Maggie the Mage, Rico the Rogue,
yeah,
Hawkins the Hunter.
yeah, but like you can see like the character designs how they kind of look like those old '80s cartoons. You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
anyway. But yeah, I'm just like because I couldn't think of what the name for it was, and I was like, man, I know I saw this fucking game. You know? Oh man.
Coming
Uh,
soon, 2023.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it should be out by now, but like I said, it's just
That's the thing we should have played together when we were doing that one podcast instead of
Right.
fucking Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, I don't know what it sells for. You know, it might have been too expensive, but
Maybe or maybe not. I don't even know.
But the whole point of that one podcast was like we were buying like games like super stupid cheap because of like holiday sales. So,
I guess, but
so we were
you
just
know, it is
playing
what it is.
random shit, you know. Anyway,
I
So what stuff did you snag during the sales?
like I tried the demo for Kill la Kill. It was only $2, but I passed on it because it was like it was basically just like, hey, look, I'm a movie. You know?
Yeah, we
It is-
watched you playing it. It was like
Yeah.
watching the show, just
Yeah,
with like little
Yeah.
interspersed fights in it.
yeah. I was watching more than I was playing, honestly, and I was the one playing it. So you know, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend the $2 on this. But
It's a good arena fighter.
yeah, it's
You
a
don't
little
have to
it's
play for story mode.
yeah, exactly. It's a little arena fighter. But the other thing is that it definitely got me copyright claimed. So
oh,
you know, because it uses a lot of
I
music
guess
from
he
the
lost
show.
his way.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's like Anyway,
So I can't speak for the eShop, but Myth Force is $30 on Epic, and I do not have it.
Yeah, and it's 30 on Steam.
okay, so it seems
On
like
Steam,
it's
which
kind of
usually does deals.
yeah, it seems like it's kind of a $30 price tag. Then I'll keep that in mind. You know, is there a demo?
So I do
for
remember
it,
you
you
got
know?
one of the Worms games.
Yeah, I did.
I
I did get a Worms game at one point, and we were playing that together.
Worms Armageddon. That's
Yeah.
the
Worms
one.
Armageddon on Steam is like $3 right now,
Yeah, because it was really cheap.
and it's
so,
got custom.
Yeah.
You can do custom maps on the Steam version, which was what I was doing the other night with some dudes on the Clover server.
Nice.
Well, the
I
next
still
time
play. I still play
Worms,
Worms Armageddon on occasion for practice rounds.
Yeah.
Whenever we
next time
decide
Worms
to
is-
play it again on stream.
I'll
Is
try to
what-
pick up Worms Armageddon next time it's on like steep discount. I'll join you guys one Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
I
two,
would
or
love
three.
to come back to playing that.
See, the thing is unfortunately it doesn't have crossplay. So if you're getting it, you either have to get the version that's on
Switch.
Steam or the version that's on the Switch. Like I
I
have
only
both,
but
I'm not going to suggest everybody do that.
Yeah, I just have the Switch version. That's good enough for me.
I only have the Switch version too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's no crossplay, or only between
No,
Switch
no.
and Steam?
No crossplay.
No crossplay.
None. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anyway, but yeah,
I have still been playing it on occasion to do practice rounds with some random folks.
If
Yeah,
you
I got
do
me a couple of nice.
if you play through deathmatch enough and you get high enough ranked in it, they'll start giving you additional weapons for your team to use.
Oh,
Like
more
you
stuff
can
to
get
blow
like the
myself up
Gerber
with.
starter pack and shit like that. When you start doing some of the like
yeah.
complete the side missions and all the single player campaign shit, and you'll start just getting new weapons left and right.
Yeah. Huh. Neat. But yeah. Oh,
So yeah,
jeez.
I got me a couple of nice PlayStation Network gift cards and made out like a
Cool.
bandit with the holiday sales. Stumbled
Yeah.
upon Power Wash Simulator,
Yeah.
and I've clocked 200 hours into it.
Damn.
2/3 of that was from the DLC alone.
Yeah.
And isn't that like? Doesn't that game just like play like Mario with FLUDD? Nate.
Mario
Yeah,
Sunshine.
it's a first-person shooter where all you're doing is shooting dirty cars and houses and stuff, and making it all spick and span.
Okay,
But the
so it's
DLC is
similarly
just
to Mario
absolutely top
Sunshine.
notch.
Yeah.
Yeah, except you don't have the poorly designed hovering mechanics and
And
incredibly
just the
painful platforming.
Yeah.
the water tank, and that's it.
Just pointing the high powered squirt gun at things and just letting it go.
Yep.
I watched them play a little bit.
Funny
of
thing
it.
is,
They had a thing with the Final Fantasy VII cars. And that was pretty cool.
yeah, in the various DLCs, you get to go to various famous fictional locations and clean famous things and places off. Like Seventh Heaven is completely wrecked,
Yeah.
and it's apparently literally the night before the events of the game starting. And you get hired by Shinra to clean off the motorcycle and the truck from the infamous chase scene.
Yep.
Later on, you have to hose down the Scorpion tank and the Airbuster, respectively.
Yeah.
And the last stage is it starts just before the gang blows up the reactor. So you're like getting text messages from, I guess, Rufus or whoever it is, and they're belly aching about their job and so forth. And all of a sudden, you hear and feel an explosion in the background and sirens going off.
Yeah.
And this is all while you're spraying down a huge model of the entire city of Midgar. It's pretty great.
That's pretty funny.
You get to clean off. In the world of Threk, you get to clean out a huge section of the castle town of Duloc. Um, the
Duloc is a perfect place.
that was great. Let's do it again. Oh no! But the thing
Here
is,
there are.
you get tons of money. You get by the time you finish all the DLC and the free stuff, you've got nearly $10,000 worth of spendable cash for the campaign mode. And I'm like, oh great! Now I can just buy the most powerful power washer and the attachments and everything, and blaze through the entire main campaign. Not so fast. You still have to earn your stripes in order to unlock the ability to purchase the more powerful stuff. And it's only unlockable in stages, but I've already got the like mid-tier upgrades, and already I'm just blazing through levels now.
Right.
See, I heard
So
the
it's like
competitive scene
playing
on
the
that's fucking crazy. Like,
Power Wall Simulator. Yeah,
like they
it's not
actually have
my
like a
kind of
pretty
thing.
dedicated like competitive scene where it's like they try to clean or they try to clean as fast as possible and stuff, and it's like I don't know, like I don't know too much about the game. I just remember reading about or like hearing about it like quite some time ago, but it does seem like one of those games would be like I don't know, like just soothing, like one of those like ones I just play and like just something to do, you know.
Basically, it's the video game version of watching one of those videos of a guy cleaning an old rug. You know, it's literally just that,
Like
but you're
mountain rug
playing
cleaning.
it. Yeah, but it's like it's the same type of shit. You know, like watching guys clean rugs or or clean up like a sidewalk that's like overgrown with grass, or like same type of feeling, but you're controlling the action instead of just watching it.
Restoring
Yeah,
old cars.
Yeah, there's a demo out for it, and I remember this was like years ago on the stream. I was talking about how when I play Fortnite, 90% of the time I'm just wandering around and destroying structures because it's just cathartic for me with the harvesting tool. And then somebody, and I thought it was you, Caps, who recommended, hey, you should check out Power Wash Simulator. I'm like,
I
huh.
don't think I would have recommended that, but yeah, it
Well, somebody mentioned it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'll make a mental note of it. And then all of a sudden, the demo for it pops up on PS4, PS5. I'm like, oh, I'll give this a shot. 10 hours later, I'm like, oh, I'm buying this.
So speaking of demos, MythForce doesn't have one available, right, on the eShop?
Oh, I was gonna check, but got sidetracked. Oh, I'm not on the eShop right now. I'm staring at my computer screens.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to do the legwork on that.
Sure, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just trying to confirm if anybody knew, but anyway.
But yeah, MythForce was definitely the one I was imagining when you described it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember
one
seeing
where
the trailer for it. I'm like, oh, this will be fun to play. Like so,
Well, hey, if
because one of the
that's
things,
another game where if it goes on a pretty good deep discount and you also buy it, then I will join you for streams.
Yeah.
I'll make a point for it.
Yeah, because my thing is, I'm always like looking out for games that not only tickle my interests, but also I can play with other people. Because I feel like those are some of the games that get the most attention on my channel is when I can play them with people online.
Mario Kart 8.
And plus, I really like those types of games. You see, Mario Kart 8. It's definitely multiplayer, but it's also not something that I like. I've never really thought of Mario Kart as being like my favorite game or even my favorite genre. Although it is my favorite type of racing game. Like the racing games where if you're behind, you can like shoot something at the guy in front of you and potentially take them out. Those are that's a feature that I really like in my racing games. I don't like just the super realistic ones like Forza and Gran Turismo where it's like, no, where you're just having a race with a regular car and there's no like law rockets or anything.
Yeah, I get it. There is a kind of racing game that I
kind of like those. Because like with Forza and Gran Turismo, like you were saying, like the whole draw of those is that they have realistic physics.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like so, if you have like a racer's wheel and stuff, it's like it really feels like a driving simulator. Right. That's why they're called that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have never enjoyed driving, like as just a thing to do. I've always found it like cumbersome and annoying. So for me, I would much rather have like a Mario Kart type game where you're firing stuff at the guy in front of you. Like my favorite game like that is Rock and Roll Racing, and I'm just really, really, really disappointed that because they tried re-releasing that game recently, but they like changed all the music and and it just wasn't the same anymore. But yeah, basically Rock and Roll Racing, the original one, the idea was that you're basically a race car driver that races on alien planets. Like so it's like this futuristic sci-fi sort of thing. And like if your car gets blown up, then you basically just have a new one delivered and just keep going.
That seems very chaotic.
Yeah, but it's the one of the funniest, like, because there's two really endearing things about it. Number one is it plays like songs like from like old rock music, right? So it'll play songs like freaking Bad to the Bone, Born to Be Wild, You know, like just,
Crazy Train.
Crazy Train, like just the instrumentals from them. Was it Crazy Train? Anyway, but yeah, so there's some really great music in the soundtrack, and then on top of that, even though it's a Super Nintendo game, they had like an announcer that would do commentary during the race, and
Damn.
you know, and it's just so they're doing commentary during the race, and then after the race they do like the summary of where everybody placed and things like that. So it was just really cool, like.
When they re-released it, they kept all the original music and added some, and they gave you the option to play the original MIDI tracks or the actual, Red Book
that was
quality.
that was not my experience with it, because I downloaded the demo and like all the music was gone. Like like they like changed all the music, and
PC
it didn't seem
that
like the
bad
same game
PC
anymore.
port that
Yeah,
I linked to you by accident.
Yeah, that horrible PC port. Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was my bad.
terrible.
One in the one in the Blizzard, the one in the so-called Blizzard Arcade Collection, which shouldn't have been called that because they never did arcade games.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm referring to.
Okay. Yeah, because
If there was a way, I know I've said this somewhere before, but if there was a way for people to gift games to fellow Switch owners, like they can on Xbox and Steam, I would have gifted that to you a long time ago.
Yeah, because
just sort of as an apology for steering you wrong.
Yeah, because Rock and Roll Racing is a really freaking fun game, but basically, in the original Rock and Roll Racing, you can play up to 2 players at a time, and basically each of the areas has like a racer that you're racing against, and then depending on how many people are playing, they will add in NPCs, like extra NPCs. There's basically two extra NPCs, and they're basically just recolors of each other, and in the lore is that they're twins, but their names are Rip and Shred.
Yeah.
But basically the fun, like one of the more fun parts of the game is the announcer, who basically looks like a giant slug when you actually see what he looks like in person, but he basically will make commentary as you're racing, based on what you're doing. So he has a bunch of like little stock phrases, and he'll just put names in front of them as you go, so he'll and then at the end of the race,
Wait, what game is this for?
it was on the Super Nintendo, and I think it was on the Genesis too. It just sounded worse. But but
Not
basically,
wrong.
yeah, basically it was a 16-bit title, and it was like it was a Mario Kart sort of a racer where it didn't play exactly like Mario Kart, but it had the same kind of mechanics where it's like, oh yeah, you have like you basically had weapons that you could deposit behind your vehicle, like landmines or oil slicks, and then you had weapons that you could shoot
Or
in
like
front of
RC Pro-Am.
yeah, so stuff like that, but yeah, so
had the isometric look.
yeah, but because it was kind of it kind of had the same perspective as like a Mario RPG, where it's like all sideways or diagonal,
The isometric view.
Isometric perspective, like he was saying. But yeah, the announcer, like I said, it was one of the funnier parts of the game, because they would do the commentary, and like at the end of the thing, it's it'd be like so and so scores a first place knockout, and then and then they would kind of keep going down the list, so and so finishes second, Rip takes a weak third, Shred is in another time zone, this is kind of but yeah, like because the commentary will make like comments based on like how you're doing, and they'll be like, oh, so and so looks lost out there, like, so like just little things like that, just make it fun, Yeah, because when you blow away your opponent so bad that that he's telling you that they're in another time zone, it usually means you've lapped them. Like,
Damn.
you know, and it's just it's such a fun feeling. But they actually had a hidden character in the game, Olaf from the Lost Vikings, that you could access with a hidden button combination, and Olaf's actually the best character in the game. He just he has better stats than pretty much anybody. Like, because most characters like get bonuses in like 2 stats. Olaf gets bonuses in 3. So he's just really good, you know.
I remember playing the arcade collection version over the course of a weekend. I enjoyed it greatly. I mean, I played all the way through it, and I like my sim racers a little bit, but I love just about any game that doesn't take itself too seriously, and that one definitely fits the bill.
Yeah, like no, Rock and Roll Racing was just a ton of fun. Like, because the final car build that you get, the weapon system for it, it's a weapon called Sundog beams, and they're basically just like heat seeking bullets, you know. so you like fire a bunch of them off, and then they just chase the car in front of you until they hit it. Or if you're in the lead and you shoot them off, it kills the guy behind you. So it's
almost squash Solus there.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I mean, that sounds chaotic though.
Yeah, no, it's super fun.
Still to this day, my favorite racing game is Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah.
There's another racing game I actually felt like
I tried to like that game.
There's another one that I've been wanting to try for a kind of a long while, actually. Crash Team Racing.
Oh yeah, yes, CTR. Yeah.
CTR, yeah.
Yeah, that was a game that was actually really popular for quite a while, and then
yeah,
it sort of fell out of favor with people as newer consoles came along and stuff.
But I still wanted to give it a try.
It's definitely a Mario Kart type clone, you know.
It pretty much is.
But it's one of only 2 franchises that can even remotely hold a candle to Mario Kart.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, if you're making a kart racer and you don't have Crash or Sonic, I don't want to hear about it.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, of course, Mario.
Yeah, you put Sonic in a racing game. His car is just the freaking car from the Flintstones, so he can use his feet.
I mean, they're Sonic Riders, but
for the sake of fairness, he puts himself in an automobile.
I know. I'm just, yeah.
The thing is, there was that one game, Sonic R, on the Saturn and PC that I missed dearly.
I remember that one.
Where he was only a little bit max speed boost over everyone else.
Yeah.
It's if you played as Super Sonic that you'd leave everybody in the dust.
Sonic just gets on the track as Super Sonic. Later, bitches!
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yes, if you count the 2 on Game Gear plus that, Sonic's been in like 4 or 5 racing games, and then there's Cross Worlds. He needs to be in another fighting game. He's only been in a couple of...
waiting for them to add Sonic and Mario Kart 9 for the Switch 2. Jeez. They have Link in Mario Kart 8 already, so...
Sonic's been in 3 Smashes now, 4 if you count 3DS and Wii U as separate entries. He's had Sonic Battle and Sonic Fighter / Championships. Arcade.
Jeez.
So yeah, I think Sonic should have another fighting game.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh man. Do you think that we're gonna get like some crazy reveals for the new Switch system? You know, like
far as games,
yeah, like do you think that like around June this year we're just gonna start seeing some absolutely crazy shit like like for the upcoming launch of this new Switch system?
Like the Halo
Or like April.
Halo Master Chief Collection.
No,
I'm
I mean
expecting
I'm
Kirby
talking
game.
like we'll be just sitting there watching the direct and then it gets to the end and it's like, oh hi, I'm Masahiro Sakurai.
Well,
Again, I'm
Here's
expecting
Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yeah, well, like
Finally got some news for you.
Well, like ZA, I feel like we're gonna get ZA news next month.
ZA is gonna
I
end
thought that
up
was
being
supposed
the
to
last fucking Switch game. Like it's gonna be a
It might be
basic
one
ass
of the
Switch
last
game.
ones, yeah.
maybe.
'Cause
well, the
they-
rumor is there's going to be a Nintendo Switch games direct in next month,
right. Well, the thing
and
is,
then April, of course,
yeah,
for the Switch 2.
the thing is, in February, you've got Pokemon Day, which is the day that the Pokemon games were originally launched, 20 some odd years ago, in February.
True.
So the rumor is that on Pokemon Day this year, we're going to get a Pokemon Direct.
Yeah.
That is going to drop, hopefully, the final bits of information for Pokemon Legends ZA, like we've been getting information all this time. Oh wait, no, that hasn't been happening.
That
Anyway,
never happened.
so we may
I
be
thought
getting,
that was supposed to release like this month.
it's supposed to be out like first quarter 2025 is what they said. I personally think that since we haven't had any trailers or anything, that the game's probably been delayed. But we'll like I said, we should see something in the direct next month.
After what happened with the massive leakers that have been going on.
There's been a bunch of people leaking things. We don't know what's real.
Speaking of
what's
leaks,
not.
Hunger,
So,
you should check out Teacher's Lounge.
oh jeez.
My money's definitely on a delay then, because there's nothing.
I feel like we would have
Nothing
gotten a
releasing
trailer
February.
by now. Yeah, like I said, I feel like we would have gotten a trailer by now if they were releasing it in February or anytime super soon. But like I am
March
really interested.
March has Xenoblade.
Yeah. So.
Also,
Oh, nice. Yes.
also I'm further expecting a new Kirby game because we haven't had one in like 10 months, just about.
Yeah.
When did Return of Dreamland Deluxe release? I don't remember.
I don't know, but
because that was the
Just
last
a couple
Kirby game
years
that
ago,
released.
because I remember playing through it in one afternoon.
But
Huh?
yeah, so yeah, it's just gonna be
Teacher's Lounge. What am I looking for in Teacher's Lounge?
the new sprite sheet for the Pokemon Clover characters.
Some of the new trainer classes. Oh, Siege, I forgot you were a mod.
I am? Oh, right.
For Gore.
Sorry, Solus.
It's all good.
I kid. I'm just poking fun at the fact that I hardly know how to do my job.
I just wanted to show off some of the cool new trainers that we've been working on, and I'm not allowed to show them off to everybody.
It's okay. I don't mind.
I'm technically not supposed to be showing them off to Siege, but
dude, I will
guess
probably forget.
Yeah, I mean, it's Siege. Who are you gonna tell?
I'd rather.
And Hunger's in the goddamn channel that they get shown off in.
I have access to this stuff anyway. I just don't check it. That's the.
Well, you forget who's going to believe me if I try to share anything.
Right.
Anything outrageous, and two, who's going to believe me?
Yeah. So.
Who's going to care? More importantly.
Right.
Nobody cares.
I'd rather all this be a surprise to me, anyways. So.
Yeah.
But I do remember your conversation earlier about kind of rounding out the humor, and
Yeah.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
Just having absolutely every having just tons of trans characters and they're all saying the same crap. That would be grating.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I mean,
like, you know.
I'm hard to offend, honestly. Because,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
it's just like the whole thing with the tranny class
you
was
do you.
it's like it was just here's tranny what's her face and it would just be like the same sprite with the same basic joke every time, slightly different dialogue.
I actually told them, I said, Control F, go through the entire fucking game's dialogue and find every instance of the phrase feminine penis and cut it down to one fucking time.
Right.
I said I'm in fucking Beehive and I've seen it like four fucking NPCs. I'm like, it needs to go.
Right. Yeah, no, it's just yeah, like like I said, it makes the jokes a little stale when they repeat like that much. So
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. The
Like and I can't even say I'm like Clover's biggest defender. I am fucking Clover.
right. Well, like that's the because for me it was just like I would always try to make them fun to voice, because like the game makes it clear that they have male voices, so I'd always give them like the old truck driver voice, like that. you know,
It's
like
like more
I
like
mean,
a
yeah, I mean,
cab driver voice.
yeah.
but it's not even just those though. It's. I mean, there's a couple other places we can trim down the jokes.
Yeah.
But that was one of the ones I thought was one of the most egregious examples. Like we made a whole trainer class for a single joke.
Yeah.
Like we can do better.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if you guys had more like, just one-off type sprites, like,
Like, does anybody even know that we
BRB,
have
gotta
or
hydrate.
that we have a painter class or an officer class in the game?
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when the gamer class used to be like the old man.
There's only one fucking painter that you fight in the whole fucking game.
I remember how it used to be the old man sprite in the gamer trainer class.
I think we're replacing our gentleman sprite with Gus Frere. That's what Squeed says he wants. Like he wants it to be like a Gus Fring sort of looking generic NPC.
Yeah.
Huh.
They've stopped. Like what I think is kind of nice is like they've got a point, or they hit a point where our generic town NPCs are still going to represent like actual fucking people or characters and stuff. Just because like they realize we could do memes with those as well. Like the psychic, the pizza psychic, I think is hilarious. Or what is it? Like the Pokemon Rangers are the actual fucking Pokemon Rangers now.
Yeah.
Like the ones from the games.
The ones from the games, yeah, that's something.
Oh, so they're not a Super Sentai team?
Well, they make the jokes about them being a Super Sentai team, but basically they have in the original Pokemon Clover they have a bunch of Pokemon Rangers, and they had one they had one that's just Chuck Norris, and then the other is and then another is supposed to be a Super Sentai, the original Power Rangers team, I guess, the one from Kyoryu Sentai's U-Ranger. So just fun stuff.
Or all of our gamblers looking like Jason. Jason. I'm fucking high. Fucking.
It looking like Jason who?
It's not Jason Bateman. I just forget the dude from fucking American Psycho.
Oh, Norman Bates. Oh wait, no, that's just Psycho.
That's the end of Psycho.
Perhaps you keep fading in and out like you're moving away from your mic half the time and I can't hear what you're saying.
I know, right?
I
kicking
think
the
it might
mic.
just be the mic itself.
Oh. I wasn't sure if you were saying Jason David Frank or Jason Voorhees or what.
Or the janitors being being a human version of the fucking the dog janitor and Arthur.
Nice.
Hey, that's a cartoon I would absolutely love if I was born 10 years later.
And we got Pocky. We got Pocky in as the channeler. That was my suggestion. I was glad they fucking did it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was one because I think because I mentioned doing that, and I think you had already started on it or something.
Yeah.
When I mentioned it, so yeah.
Yeah, because I was already working on it, and then you said
Right.
it was like that'd be cool, and I'm like you'd be surprised.
So the guy with the rake, is that supposed to be Bunsen Honeydew?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's a human version of the janitor from Arthur.
Oh, okay. Because he looks like Bunsen Honeydew.
He kind of does.
Like
he kind of does.
Totally fucking looks like Bunsen Honeydew. Like,
you know what? Let's go with it. Because I can make one. I'll make a fucking one named fucking Bunsen.
Yeah. You could make like a scientist team for double battles and just make Bunsen and Beaker. Oh shit. Oh man.
I like that the Bird Keeper's pretty much the same fucking thing. They just gave it a different pose and gave him a stuff owl.
Yeah.
A lot of the other ones are actually changing their designs.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Makes the game feel more original.
Yeah.
And people won't be taking its like style or anything.
So the last here at the front, is that supposed to be
It's school kid, scientist, channeler.
So is the school kid supposed to be Chio-chan from Azumanga Daioh?
Yes.
Okay. All right, just making sure.
It's Chio.
Okay.
It's Chio.
Yeah, just making sure. Just fucking making sure. Because I was like, that looks an awful lot like Chio-chan.
Yeah, that's our school kid. That's our school kid female. Then there's scientist, the channeler, the psychic male, Pokemon Ranger male. Then it's the janitor, gambler, bird keeper, and aroma lady.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the gambler. That's why he's pointing at the dice, like check them. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so looking at the parent, Nina Tucker, Clovermon here. How did that go? Like a lead balloon?
Oh man.
They won't let me.
They won't let you. Oh man.
They won't let me.
Right.
They wouldn't let me at it.
Oh jeez.
Got to the end. I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's not like I don't make my own video games or anything.
Right.
I really wanted to. I'll just put it in something else. I've got plenty of I've actually now got enough fucking Clover rejects to make another game. So I mean,
so are you guys going to be using like separate sprites for like certain double battles, like like have a like how they have like the
actually yes.
So
for instance,
so you know how you have the veteran class, right? And sometimes you have like the double battles with them. You should do Statler and Waldorf.
When you beat him, they should say something like, "Hey, at least this is better than the Game Awards."
Right.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
yeah.
Adler Waldorf would be an amazing fight.
Right.
The game.
Okay, yeah, I absolutely love the psychic pizza dude
Yeah. Oh
and the
man.
Beyblader. That's a good one too.
Well, it's supposed to be a Pokemon trainer from or Pokemon Ranger from the Pokemon Ranger game series. Because they had that thing where they had the
Oh,
spinning thing that they were moving around. Yeah, it's supposed to be that.
okay, so then one of them should have the comment after you beat them. No, I'm not a Beyblader.
Right. Something.
Oh no, we could even just have like an actual one of the Rangers be a Beyblader.
Right. Just
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Because I mean, they already look like the fucking kid from the cartoon.
yeah, just he could be like the battle starts. And he's just like, let it rip. You know?
Exactly.
And then like after you beat him, he could be like, I farted.
Oh,
Yes, dude.
You know?
Yes.
I'm doing that. I'm doing it. That's a traitor now.
Yeah.
Definitely a traitor now.
yeah, I mean, I genuinely mistook him for a Beyblader, so there we go.
Yeah, I'm doing that. That's gotta happen.
Right. Oh man.
Fuck, that's going in my document.
Yes.
You give him like a Miasmortor or something. Like
Remember, kids, the difference between a bug and a feature is documentation.
right.
Yep.
This
is a true fact.
But yeah, just freaking.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about it, and it's like,
or you could he could do the thing where it says let her rip, and then for his Pokemon he can have a freaking mud slacks. After the fight he'd be like, I shit myself. Oh man. Anyway.
it's like Cam left Clover because he was disappointed with the humor and everything. It was like,
Yeah.
but Cam wrote most of it.
Right. Yeah. It's like
And
That'd be
most
like-
of the shit that he wrote is getting changed.
yeah. Yeah.
Like-
That would be like that'd be like me complaining about the humor in the Adorable Dungeon Master after writing it. I don't know.
Shameless self plug.
Yeah, well, you know, somebody's got to plug the book. You know, I hear they're already talking about how to advertise it, so you know, I'm working on edits right now, or not like right this second, but you know, like I'm like over the next week or two, I'm gonna be doing edits.
It's like, you know how to advertise it best?
Mm.
You make it a manga and then a TV show.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then a
well,
movie.
you know, like that would definitely get some eyeballs on it. But I think the thing is, it costs money to turn it into a manga. So I think what they want to do is just see how it sells first. You know, like so. I really
And
want.
she's okay.
Yeah, so I really want people to kind
Sorry.
of, you know, help me make this launch really big, like when it finally comes out, and then hopefully, yeah, we do get the Japanese adaptation and the manga and the, you know, all the other stuff, you know,
The anime
the
and
anime,
the movie right.
the anime. I need there to be an anime for it. Oh my gosh, you know, that'd be so cool. Like that's
See,
the dream right
where
there.
the fuck
Yeah.
where the fuck were you at we actually had to write up the fucking dungeon master character for Clover because the one we got now is stupid and sucks.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't like I can't talk about like who the character actually is and everything, but you can kind of tell like he's the weakest of all the battle channel characters that we wrote.
Was it
because
no, it was just
no, he's a new character.
Oh, okay.
He's an OC.
Oh, okay.
Like all of the battle.
All right.
Battle channel.
Yeah.
Are OCs.
Yeah.
But this guy, he's our God, he's a dungeon master, and we needed one, and I don't think they did a very good job. Because like it seemed like they were just trying to fill the slot of the dungeon minister role as opposed to like like trying to write like they were when a character's forced when a character's forced,
right,
and he's definitely, and it was like it would come more natural if somebody was actually invested in the writing of that character. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
so yeah, I don't know what you're currently working with on that. But yeah, I gotta say I'm partial to mine. Now, they don't have artwork for her yet, so that's gonna end up happening later.
What are they doing downstairs? Can hear the damn neighbors. Fucking slamming doors. It's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m.
It's 4 a.m.
Oh God, it's 4 a.m. Oh man.
I'll be waking up at this time in 24 hours to go to work.
Jeez.
I should probably get to bed.
Yeah, you know.
Me too. Probably.
Yeah. All right. So I think the consensus
It's
is
great chatting with you again.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the consensus is we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. I want to thank everybody so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. We'll be back to cast pods next week, so look forward to that.
Casting pods, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Next time.
Mwah! Good night, everybody.
And of course, as always, I do hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching until the end. If you happen to enjoy the content, please leave a like, my friend. I play games and sometimes do other stuff. If you're interested, you can subscribe. 3 cookies are available for everyone. Like the zebras hate them all. The zebras hate them all. Are you still listening to this? I am your dedication. It's basically all me from here. Serious, you've been warned. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna get copyright claim for Rick Roll. Are you still here? That's actually bass. No, 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 no. The meme is old. This is starting to get awkward now. Maybe go watch one of my other videos after this. It'll be great. If you're new to the channel, there's hours of content to watch. If you've been here a while, be super nostalgic. It's a win-win situation. Do these even count as lyrics? I guess anything does if you sing it.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, he's got a point.